continue to show up every day. You continue to work your ass off. Hey, anytime you hold anybody at 3 points in this league, that's damn good defense. But man, it feels good to win. And I can't tell you how much we as coaches appreciate the effort of the men in this room.
Back on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Hello and welcome to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur, presented by Software One. Larry McCarren along with the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And Matt, Packers 20, Rams 3 points allowed in an NFL game is absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, our defense played well. I thought the energy was outstanding and it was infectious, and it was great to see a lot of people contribute.
Speaking of the people contributing, you had two rookies in your secondary, Carrington Valentine and Anthony Johnson, and both of them made a really positive impact.
Yeah, I think just their style of play was on display. CB, as we call Carrington, had a couple PBUs, and then Anthony Johnson obviously had the one interception and also had a big hit on a stick route that got the ball knocked out, and so I thought both those guys did an outstanding job.
Here's an amazing number. You guys had 10 total PBUs, and that was against a good group, good plus group of wide receivers, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think our scheme that we implemented in that game, we were very aggressive, especially on the perimeter with our corners. Jair had a couple PBUs. It was great at the end of the game. We dropped Preston Smith into coverage, and he gets his hand on the ball that almost led to another interception. So everybody contributed, and it was a great defensive effort.
Also allowed just 2.6 yards per carry in the run game, but a real turning point was start of the second half. You guys have a couple of offensive turnovers. Defense goes out and does not allow a single point. Big turnaround right there.
It sure was. It was probably the difference in the game, quite frankly, and we call that our sudden change defense. Don't want to have to deploy that too often, but our guys stepped up when we needed them and kept them off the scoreboard.
Offensively speaking, does the running game, all 184 yards worth, does that qualify as a headline act?
It was definitely a step in the right direction. Certainly had more opportunities to call runs. We did a really good job on third down. We were over 50% on third and fourth down. So that led to longer drives and just more opportunities to deploy our running attack.
At the end of the first quarter, start of the second, you ran the ball 6 straight times, capped by Aaron Jones' touchdown. Were you making a statement right there? That doesn't happen a lot, a half a dozen runs in a row.
Well, our guys were going out there and we were getting positive plays, and certainly anytime as a play caller you see that, and we're getting good movement up front. I thought our receivers did an outstanding job on the perimeter, getting involved in the running game with some key blocks on the secondary. Our tight ends were doing a good job, and our backs were pressing the holes. They were running hard. They were running through tackles and finishing forward, a little hidden yardage that I like to call it. So that allowed us to keep calling them.
Aaron Jones, 24 touches, 99 total yards. Not crazy numbers, but he's looking more like Aaron Jones, is he not?
Yeah, he absolutely is. I think he's getting healthier. He gives our team such a boost when he's available and we can get him involved in our game plan, and he's a dangerous guy anytime he touches the ball.
Jordan Love, let's see here. The stats say 20 of 26, 228 yards, a touchdown, and a quarterback rating of 115.5. What's the head coach say about his performance?
Yeah, I thought overall it was pretty solid performance, especially in some key situations. on third down. He made some big-time throws, and our receivers and tight ends and everybody was doing a good job catching the ball. I think we ended the game with one drop, so for the most part, those guys were doing their job.
You always talk about chunk plays, and you had 5 plays of 20 or more yards. Big improvement there.
Yeah, we got a little bit aggressive on a couple of those drives, especially when Aaron Donald was out of the game. That allowed us to take some more shots down the field because he is a game wrecker. But our guys, for the most part, up front, allowed for time for some of these big plays to develop.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the next man up at inside linebacker, Isaiah McDuffie. Don't go away.
Freeman hit him in the backfield, and he is twisted down. McDuffie, like he was shot out of a cannon.
Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers, by Bellin Health, and by Johnsonville. Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Brew Pub, lots of matzo pizza. Okay, let's go back in your history a little bit. At Bennett High School in Buffalo, New York. And this stuff is amazing. Finished with school records for tackles in a season and career touchdown record. 70 touchdowns, you have to be kidding me. Have they built a statue in honor of you yet?
Not yet. Maybe one day, but during the bye week, actually, I got to go up there and spend some time. My dad's the head coach.
Still the head coach?
He's still the head coach. My little brother's on the team, so I spend a lot of time with them every chance I get. So.
Isaiah, you just made your 4th start of the season, and when you're playing, I can guarantee 2 things. Number 1, you're going to make a boatload of tackles. And number 2, when you're making those tackles, you're going to arrive in a bad mood. Your play style says you really like this stuff. If that's true, what do you like about it?
I mean, I just grew up playing my whole life. I'm from a football family. I've always been around it, and it's kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of in my blood, I guess, because everyone in my, family plays football, and, it's just something I love to do.
The opportunity to start these games, has it been fun?
Oh yeah. I just try to take advantage of every opportunity I get. If that's starting, if that's not starting, like you said, special teams, run down and kickoff. Any opportunity I get, I just try to make the most out of it.
Every time you tackle, Isaiah, you tackle with gusto. Now, is that an attitude or can that be taught?
I just feel like as a linebacker, you got to have that tenacious, physicality, and that's kind of the, mentality and approach I have. Is, when I get to the ball carrier, I want to, leave my impression on him.
McDuffie across the line like he was shot out of a cannon to make the hit.
You're always one of the team leaders in special teams tackles. You are this year. Last year, after the season, you tied for the team lead. Now, back in my time, we used to say kickoff coverage makes cowards of us all. Obviously, you don't feel that way, but isn't it kind of crazy, the special team? I mean, the other guys got the same mindset.
Yeah, I love it, especially kickoff. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. And we have a lot of good guys, and we love, we get hyped up before we go down there. We try to get down there and make a play every time. So it's a lot of fun. We love kickoff. We love it.
God bless you.
Yeah,
God bless you.
we love it.
I never saw the fun in it. But anyway, thankfully, I wasn't athlete enough to do it. You guys snapped a 4-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've been there and done it. It's very difficult to stem the tide of negative momentum. How did you guys do it? How do you build on it moving forward?
Just staying together, we know what we have in our room, we know what we got in this team, and we know it's taking the same approach, don't get too high, don't get too low, come in every day ready to work and just sticking together and it'll come and, complimentary football.
The Sargento Touchdowns for Hunger program is back for its 21st season. When the Packers score a touchdown, Sargento donates $2,000 to fight hunger in Wisconsin. Every Packers touchdown helps defeat hunger thanks to Sargento, the official cheese of the Packers. Welcome back. This week's Chalk Talk is brought to you by Network Health. The Packers call the play Hollywood, and they ran it extremely well. Aaron Jones goes in motion and the fun begins. Jordan Love looks his way, and Aaron looks back and reaches for the football. Jordan looks the other way, and A.J. Dillon looks back and reaches for the football. The details. Let's switch angles now and keep an eye on Elgton Jenkins. He's going to head out as if it's a screen pass to Aaron Jones. On the other side, John Runyon is heading out as if it's a screen pass to A.J. Dillon. But the crux of the matter is number 88, Luke Musgrave. Watch him. He's going to block, and he'll continue to block until he's sure this linebacker is officially fooled by all the screen action. Consider that linebacker officially fooled. Out Luke Musgrave comes. He's wide open, and at 6'6", 253, he's too nifty for a 195-pound safety. Widescreen now, and could you imagine defending Hollywood at full speed? Sure, it's a gadget play, but just like any other play, it's all about the details, and the Packers took care of them all on Luke Musgrave's very first career touchdown.
So that play is just kind of a good little screen play that we drew up, waiting for that mic to flush out, and once he does, I try to replace him, and hopefully we score like that. Yeah, I think we drew it up well, and then we executed it well.
Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Network Health, by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, and by Software One, redefining how companies build, buy, and manage everything in the cloud. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Fabic Cat, proud sponsor of the Green Bay Packers. Welcome back to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur. This week's game balls are brought to you by Spectrum. Welcome back. Time to hand out game balls. And Matt, on offense, you went with Jordan Love. We talked about his numbers earlier. What did you like best about his overall game?
I just thought it was a consistent performance. He didn't let one play affect the other, and he just kept playing, and in the end, made a lot of key plays within the game, especially on those third down situations.
Jonathan Owens, not only on defense, not only good down to down, just on regular plays from scrimmage, but also had impactful plays in the game. Sack, forced fumble, led to a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought his play was outstanding, and it was great to see. It was anytime a guy gets an opportunity, they go in there and they produce. I thought he brought a physical presence to our secondary and, just was triggering when he saw whatever it was in front of him and reading his keys, and he was very impactful.
On defense, you went with Keyshawn Nixon, and I don't know what he runs the 40 in, but when it comes to returns, he's got the mystical it.
He sure does, and I think a couple of those were really close to being home runs, and we were just one block away, but certainly he's got the explosive playmaking ability, and we need that from him moving forward.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the last word from the coach. Don't go away. The Green Bay Packers and Fleet Farm encourage fans to support our local heroes during the Packers Salute to Service campaign. Visit any Wisconsin Fleet Farm location from November 1st through the 11th for all your game day needs, and round up your purchase at the register to support the cause. All proceeds from the roundup will benefit Hoo-Ah, Wisconsin.
A group of soldiers took to the streets of Green Bay and surrounding areas. They walked 50 miles in 18 hours to honor veterans and their mental health. 50 for the Fallen's mission is to find veterans in need, facilitate treatment, and keep them as family. They organize 18-hour ruck marches, which are used to raise funds to send veterans mental health resources. Join me now as we salute these men and women who have participated in Green Bay's 50 for the Fallen Ruck March as they finish their 50 miles at the 50-yard line.
My name is Chad Conley. I'm a veteran, a husband, a father, and a man who just led these people through 50 miles of cold, rain, and nightfall to bring them here to say thank you to our veterans in the stands, to our veterans here, and the veterans watching throughout this great nation. When you thank a veteran, you're not just thanking me. You're thanking your loved one and family members who served, past, present, future, and I want to thank you for the love you show us. Understand that great men and women who have come back to this nation mentally and emotionally are still at war. Our job is to take care of them. Let's say thank you to these amazing men and women who have sacrificed so much for this great nation's freedom. God bless you all.
Welcome back. The Last Word with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Construction Business Group and Wisconsin Operating Engineers. Welcome back. Time for the last word from the coach. And Matt, this week you have the Steelers. They are 5-3, but I don't care what their record is. The Steelers in Pittsburgh sounds like a tough out.
Oh, it always is. That's a tough place to play. I think Mike Tomlin is respected as any coach in this league. He has been the epitome of consistency, and he always has his team ready to play, and they've got a really good defense. Obviously, TJ Watt over there, and there's a couple other game wreckers on that defense as well, and they've got some explosive playmakers on offense. So we're going to have kind of have a great week of prep like we did the previous week in order for us to put our best product on the field.
Thank you, Matt. Good luck in Pittsburgh, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.